What's happening, people? My name is Adesope Shopsydoo, aka Shopsydoo, and some people call me the Energy God, and this is Paul's Fun Facts. Let's have fun, let's play. So now I'm gonna pick up some questions, and I'm gonna answer some questions. It's the fun facts. So let's check it out. What is the first question? Which A-lister should we expect to see in the Afro Nation in Lagos? Woohoo! Now this is a big one. I'm gonna tell you this. Because I'm at Paul's, it's only right that I even go one further and tell you two. One is a big superstar from Nigeria. He goes by the name, it's your boy Burna Boy. And another one comes from the UK. He goes by the name J Hus. So you didn't get one from me, you got two. Burna Boy and J Hus. But guess what? There's loads more coming. Mention 3 upcoming Afrobeats artists we should keep an eye on. This is interesting. Without a doubt, Asiwaju, Roga, Benson, different tone of voice, different swag, brings something completely different to the culture. And without a shadow of a doubt, is the young queen, Ira the Star. For me, a completely different animal, breath of fresh air, Roga, Benson, and Ira Star. What are your top 3 favorite Afrobeat songs of all time? You guys are unfair. I am an advocate of Afrobeats and Afropop music. I've been supporting this genre in different roles for 20 plus years. So 3, I think African Queen has to be somewhere there, without a doubt. I'm gonna pick 3 for different reasons, for impact and how it affected my life and lives of people in the UK where I'm based. African Queen opened the door, and I'd like to say, Don't Dull by Wizkid also did something completely different for us. That instant bang. Afro Queen, Don't Dull. I have to give, we have to put P Square somewhere in there. I think P Square, is yeah, that's only right. African Queen, P Square, and Wizkid Don't Dull, no doubt. I have many more, but you just forced me to pick 3, which is unfair. But anyway, we'll roll on to the next questions. After hosting Afro Nation around the world, why Lagos, Nigeria? Lagos, Nigeria is the headquarters of Afrobeats music around the world. Lagos, Nigeria is arguably the most important place for Afropop culture around the world. This is where some of the greatest music coming out of Afrobeats has been created. This is where the biggest superstars reside. Lagos, Nigeria is the home of Fela Kuti. Lagos, Nigeria is officially the headquarters of Afrobeats. That's why Lagos, Nigeria, in simple terms. That was an easy question. That was a very easy question. Which 3 countries outside of Africa have shown the greatest dedication and enthusiasm for Afrobeats genre? First of all, you have a UK resident in the house. Without doubt, the headquarters for Afrobeats genre outside of Africa is London, UK. Period, point, facts. No other place around the world is as receptive to Afrobeats as it has been in the UK. Absolutely all the mainstream media platforms now in the UK support Afrobeats in one way or another. And you can see what the big monsters are doing in terms of selling out arenas and now stadiums. So the UK, America, definitely. United States of America with cities like New York, Atlanta, Houston, definitely. And then we'll have to go into Europe as well. And I would want to take one other city that has shown incredible support for Afrobeats. I think I'll go with Amsterdam. Amsterdam because Burna Boy and Wizkid not only sold out arenas in Holland, but Burna Boy also sold out a stadium in Holland. So the UK, the United States of America, and Holland. What dance step do you consider the most popular to emerge from Afrobeats? Too many dance steps. Atlanta, all this one. But we still do shoki now and again. Nobody can hide away from that shoki dance. Whoever created that dance, whatever you put on that dance is forever going to be a part of our culture. Definitely the shoki dance. Shout out to my brother Lil Kesh as well. Paul's crew got me loaded. What 3 things should we expect from the Afro Nation experience in Lagos? The atmosphere, number 1. It's nothing like you've ever experienced before. Afro Nation mixes the festival atmosphere with a party atmosphere that no other festival in the world can replicate apart from Afro Nation. So that's 1, the atmosphere. Number 2, the headliners. Coming to an Afro Nation festival is like watching headline concerts every hour for the entire day. And a lot of people haven't experienced that before. If you think about one headline artist, think about it for the hour for 6, 7, 8 hours. So the headliners is another thing that people need to look forward to at an Afro Nation festival. Number 3, just the people. Listen, I've said this a million times, but I'm going to say it here for the first time on Pulse. Afro Nation has the most independent, beautiful, and confident women attending festivals in the world. I said it. Specifically, black women. So you're going to come to Afro Nation and see the most independent, confident, and beautiful black ladies like you've never ever seen before. That's what Afro Nation has above everybody else. So yeah, make sure you come. Share with us one unique Afro Nation story. 2023, Portugal, Afro Nation. Place is busking. One of the biggest superstars by the name of Ashake was about to come out. Everybody was excited. A lot of people hadn't seen him perform before. He comes out, riding a bicycle. The place erupts. And a couple of moments into his performance, his sound went off. I mean, dead. No mic, no instrumentation, no music, dead. And Ashake was on stage in the middle of his performance in front of up to 40,000 fans. Everybody's looking like, yo, what's going on? They're trying to fix the sound. But that day, I saw something different. Ashake, as an headline artist who had technical issues, didn't just walk off the stage. He stayed on stage, was communicating with his fans, was singing the song a cappella, getting the crowd excited. And when the sound came back on, guess what happened? He jumped into the crowd. So Ashake jumping into the crowd became one of the highlights of Afro Nation 2023 in Portugal. But a lot of people didn't know that it was shortly after his sound had completely dead and people had minutes just to be watching Ashake do nothing. That was a great moment. What is one common misconception about the Afrobeats genre that you want to clarify? That Afrobeats has no substance. That might not be a common misconception, but it is a misconception. Afrobeats is a variety of flavors. There are artists that are dedicating to telling stories within their music, sharing their own personal experiences within their music. Patoranke, Burna Boy. And there are other artists that want to completely lift the mood and the morale of the community through their music, whereas the substantial part of their music might not be through lyrics. It might be through the instrumentation, the vibe, the energy, dance, the ambience of the record. And I think that, for me, is, the beauty of Afrobeats. You can come into the Afrobeats culture and Afrobeats as a genre and find your own world. So that misconception might be in little small places, where it has no substance, I definitely want to tell you today that the entirety of Afrobeats and Afropop music has a lot of substance. Mention 3 memorable cross-genre collaborations that have brought Afrobeats to a new audience. This one is very easy. Number 1, D'banj, Don Jazzy, and Snoop Doggy Dogg. Endowed remix shattered the internet. The website kept crashing because we had never seen anything like that. Shout out to the Mo Hits record. Number 2, Starboy, Oju Elegba remix. Skepta the King and Drizzy Drake. Nothing like that ever moved us to a completely different audience and opened us to the rest of the world. And number 3, for the number 3 one, there are a few records that come to mind, but I'm gonna go with OBO and Chris Brown. Blow My Mind is still blowing our minds. Those 3 records for me had an impact and a door that it opened into a completely different level. D'banj, Don Jazzy and Snoop Dogg, Wizkid, Drake and Skepta, and Davido and Chris Brown. And that, let me just be sure, is my fun facts with Paul.